February is Heart Disease Awareness Month, and today we are highlighting a local group called Heart for Athletes. It's been their mission to create a growing trend of performing cardiac screenings for athletes. Amy Cockrell and Rhonda Gullidge in the studio now to talk more about this effort. Thank you, ladies, both for stopping by.
Thank you, ladies.
And of course, Amy, I became familiar with your effort to help increase awareness for the health of athletes after an incident with your son.
Yes, in 2013 my son appeared to be a healthy athlete and he suffered unexpectedly from a sudden cardiac arrest.
And since then you have created Heart for Athletes, and it has just grown. A lot is happening. First, talk about the importance of this mission.
Well, after my son's cardiac arrest, we realized that it's the #1 cause of death in student athletes, and it's also the #1 cause of death on school campuses. And so from those efforts, we wanted to prevent it from happening in other families. So Heart for Athletes goes into the community, and we do heart screenings at schools. And we also promote CPR and AED awareness.
And that's how you two were connected, through the screenings.
Yes.
Elaborate a little bit on your story. What happened?
Well, my son is a senior at Daphne High. He's been playing soccer since 7th grade. And he and my daughter went to the screening at the high school, and that afternoon I got a call from Amy that said that he had a condition that could lead to sudden cardiac arrest.
Had it not have been for that screening, I mean, when you get that phone call, what are you thinking?
I was shocked. Yeah, it's not really a phone call you want to hear, but we dealt with it, and they were great. Heart for Athletes hooked us up with a pediatric cardiologist. We got in the very next day, did a stress test, and confirmed that he did have a condition. So we ended up having an ablation December 23rd, and he's healthy and right back out on the soccer field.
And it's stories like this that you'd prefer to hear than something else.
Exactly.
So you offer people an opportunity to help with the screenings as well. I know you're always looking for volunteers.
Yes, that's a big part of what we do. It's all volunteer efforts, from our pediatric cardiologist, who's our medical director, to all the people who participate in the screening events. They all volunteer.
And you've got one coming up?
Yes, I do, at Saraland High School. And we also have one open to the public that'll be February 27th.
Okay. And then you also have some pretty exciting news. Can we share that?
Yes, I'm excited.
Okay, so you are going to be part of a study, and this is through Duke University.
Yes.
Okay, explain.
So Heart for Athletes is a public screening group, and there are several organizations like ours all over the country, but there's a physician at Duke who's making a collaborative effort to coordinate all of our screening events. And so it's a research consortium through Duke, and the FDA is involved, excuse me, and several other major medical corporations. So that doctor is collaborating all our efforts to get a uniform data set so that it can be studied.
You're so calm in talking about it. That's pretty cool, wouldn't you? Right?
Definitely.
We're very excited about it and to be a part of it. So the doctor from Duke will be participating, or be coming into town, will be at our screening event next week in Saraland.
Okay. And how can people participate? Just show up? What time is it?
The screening at Saraland is just for high school athletes or students at Saraland. But if they want to come to one of our public screening events, that will be February the 27th.
Okay. And we'll be sure to get that information posted, and a link to Heart for Athletes, because the information's there as well.
Yes.
Final thought, because we're out of time. What do you want parents to know? Why does this matter to you?
Because otherwise I thought my son was healthy. So unless you get screened, you just don't know what could happen. And I mean, it's just a blessing that we found this out.
All right. Well, I thank you ladies both for spending some of your time with us. And we'll get this posted on our YouTube page. If you haven't already, subscribe.